corner like the cold crush. Had smokers lining up the block like a gold rush. The saying live fast and die young is what they told us. The way that they...
What's going on, people? It's me, the Artisan MC, here to review this Obi-Wan. If you can hear me in the chat, press 1 because it is 100 damn degrees in the car. And I'm heading to the shop right now, so I need to know if you guys can hear me first, and then we can get this show on the road. So give me a 1 if the sound is working correctly today. Says that it is. What up, Beastly? Salute to the Beastly. Salute to the Aquatech. He was in here early. Said, I want to rock. I want to rock. Shout out to the Twisted Sister. Oh, shit. About damn time. Shout out to the package man, No One. Also said, always reminds me, is this your king? Yeah, no shit, dude. Oh, my God. Audio's working. Good. Cars and drive. We out to the bitch. I got to hit the road. All right. So if you guys can hear me clearly and you don't hear the AC blowing in the background, cool. Okay. I've been sitting on this all day thinking about this damn episode of Obi-Wan. I told you guys when I put out the other video, Left in Darkness. That was a take. If you didn't know, that was a take on Revenge of the Sith, what Obi-Wan told Anakin. You're supposed to bring balance to the Force, not leave it in darkness. Well, this is what the fuck this bitch KK did. And trust and believe, I'm not blaming this on Deborah Chow. I do give some hate to Joby Colton, whatever the fuck his name is. Fuck him. You don't need to touch Star Wars or shit else that he's not going to actually do his due diligence and his research to write about. Fuck you. Write your autobiography. You know, no, he can go. He can go. But I'm not throwing a lot of hate on Deborah Chow. I don't know. I don't necessarily have a good reason why, outside of the fact that everything that I've heard about what was going on in the background, this is them being overruled. How I read it. How I read it is everything that they wanted to do that they thought would be cool for the story, on point for the characters and shit like that. Fuck no, it got vetoed by Kathleen Kennedy, and she wanted something else. And the something else is can't even jump out my fucking screen and fucking choke me to death, right? But this is all shit that she wanted. That's why if you read the reports, she the one out in front thinking this was a big success. I'm like, what fucking fans are she talking to? Her and her friends? The fuck out of there. Those ain't fans. This was garbage, dude. Look, spoiler alert, I didn't fucking like this episode either. I didn't like this episode either. There was some, dude, I have never seen, outside, I guess, of reminiscence, but it was done in a decent way. I have never seen so much regurgitated shit from other fucking movies done in one fucking episode. Never. I was like, how do you even consider this original work? God damn, it's like you plagiarized the whole episode from other shitty movies that she did. Oh my God. So, look. Let me calm down, because I didn't think, I actually thought about this before I even got to recording this. I said, I wonder if I'll get animated if I could stay calm and just be cool about this. And I thought I could. And just now, I started getting into it. I started getting fucking hyped and animated. I had to guess myself that, you said you wouldn't get animated because he wasn't feeling it that deeply. Apparently I was. I find your lack of edges disturbing. Yeah, she was looking fucked up, wasn't she? I thought about that too. When Reva, this is out of order with you guys, but it's a reaction, so I can do that. When Reva showed up on Tatooine, don't let me know how the fuck she got there ahead of Darth Vader, ahead of Obi-Wan. They left her ass sitting there with a lightsaber wound in her stomach. She don't have two stomachs. They left her ass laying there, pieced out ahead of her, and she still got there before her. How's that work? Oh, I get it. The same thing that kept her fucking alive. The power of the Force, huh? Ugh, the female Force did it. Oh, gotcha. Apparently, she moved her ovaries to block that blow, or pelvic muscle or something. So lightsaber wounds are not fatal anymore. Okay. But beyond that, she get back to Tatooine ahead of everybody when she's the last one to leave. And she just gonna check the bully for water? Like, okay, for what? Because we had to know you was here? And she pulled that hood back and her hair is fucked up. I said, damn, you didn't have time to go by the shop? The fuck? Yeah, space black girl magic, Beasley. Exactly. It's like, how the fuck you get here first? Oh, the power of plot compels you, right? Same thing that kept your ass alive when you should have got that Dooku scissors treatment. Oh yeah, that was actually in the original script too, from what I've heard. That got deleted by Kathleen Kennedy. Why? Because she wanted fucking Reva to live. No, she should have got the scissors. God damn, it was good enough for Dooku. It ain't good enough for her. She lost. How the fuck is it that this is the only goddamn dark side user or dark acolyte, whatever the fuck, fallen Jedi, whatever you want to say, that don't die and doesn't get killed? Doesn't get killed, losing. Invaders. What? I need her at the fucking end. Look. Oh my God. Y'all know I'll go more into this on Sunday, but here's the thing. She shouldn't have got to Tatooine quicker than anybody else. Should not have. Should fucking not have. No, there's no fucking way. You left last. You ain't faster. If you was faster, you probably would have beat Vader in that fight. Obviously, you weren't faster. So how the fuck? Plot. Outside of the dumb shit with them losing, the fake Jedi losing the damn communication with all the damn information in it. Fucking Bail Organa, they got this motherfucker looking like the dumbest asshole next to Jar Jar. Jar Jar's the deciding vote on the Empire getting power, and Bail Organa is the deciding vote to letting everybody know where the hell fucking Luke is. The wrong person know where Luke is. He just spilling all the tea. Like, fucking hell, no dude can be smart and do anything not fucking stupid in this universe to help the women. Okay, fine. We get back to Tatooine. She looking for Owen. Somebody gives him up, but also finds Owen to tell him, oh, well, you know, you should be on the lookout because somebody's a coming. But why did she find him in fucking town then? Oh my God. Yo, I might lose me for a half a second because I'm about to go through this bad area. But why the hell didn't she just find him in town then? Obviously, since he was just there in town. Looks like it was still that same day. Fuck, dude. I am getting pissed off because I'm thinking about how badly my intelligence was insulted during this shit. Like, I'll give you another scene that's a fucking insult. Although this transport left Vader there, you know, to fight Reva, transport gone, right? They pieced out. Star Destroyer in orbit. We pick up this episode. The Star Destroyer is chasing the transport. And Vader is on the bridge. And I'm sitting there thinking, well, Vader, did they leave you on Jabim? Did they leave you on Jabim? I really want to know. Or is your shuttle fast enough to catch the fuck up? Or did they wait on you? Well, if they waited on you, how the fuck did they catch them? How'd they catch them? How'd they catch up to them? Seems like they had a huge head start. Because if they were waiting on Vader to come back, Vader was busy for about, 10 minutes. Fucking with Reva. How did they get back in time? That ship was long gone. With at least a 20-minute or more head start. Even without light speed. They gone. How'd you catch up? Do you mean to tell me I get the same goofy ass shit that came out of the Last Jedi? The slow speed space chase? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, God. With the same trope? Oh, our shields, our real shields are holding up. You know what that sounds like? It sounds like somebody did take it in the ass to come up with that idea. That's exactly what it sounds like. Somebody did take it in the ass to come up with that plot twist. Oh, our real shields are holding, but we can't jump to light speed, so they're just going to chase us and try to shoot us down? I've seen this already. It was done the first time. It was dumb the first time. Why the fuck am I seeing this again? And they jazzed it up this time because then the ship can do some hanking and banking. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Now, not only that, but you get to this ship and you find out, everybody's just chilling, sitting on the ship, right? But then you find out from Roken that he's trying to calm everybody down. It's like, it's good. Engines will be fixed in a minute. No worries, folks. And they get back there and Obi-Wan's like, what's going on? He's like, yeah, this shit broke, man. We need more time and we ain't got it. Oh, I gotta leave. I can't do this. And I'm sitting there thinking, well, how the fuck is he gonna leave? You about to get out? You about to pull a Princess Leia and get the fuck out? And pull a Mary Poppins or what? Oh, I'll take this shit. What shit? You need more time. It's the only way. And then once again, in this episode, I got Obi-Wan leaving Leia and Leia bitching at him like it's her estranged fucking daddy walking out on her mama or something. I'm like, what? Again? It's the only rescue mission I ever seen where they leave the principal that they're supposed to be rescuing and protecting more times than they say the motherfucker. That kid gets left every episode. He leaving her with somebody else, or he gotta leave her. And then she's captured again. Well, goddamn it, this kid can't be that goddamn important. She only 10. She ain't did shit. Bail apparently ain't did shit yet. Oh my God. He only grabbed her to bring Obi-Wan out. She got Obi-Wan, so fuck her. She could have went back to Bail. Mission accomplished. You drew out Obi-Wan. Get the fuck out of here, dude. It's so dumb, right? Now, one of the things I think was given fucking short shrift in this was Cube Squared. All right, Cube Jr. That's kind of fucked up. He's in the show, but here's the thing about the whole marketing of the damn show. And y'all black men in here, so you should be able to tell me this. Name how many black male characters there are in the Star Wars universe with names. Counting Rogue One, I'll give you Forrest Whitaker. Name the rest of them. Captain Banaka, Finn, Mace Windu, Roken, who don't even get a fucking last name. It's only like 4 or 5 of them. This one couldn't get no play? You mean he's leading a rebel alliance before there was a rebel alliance, and you don't even give him a name outside of, oh, it's Roken? And Obi-Wan is recognized him as a good leader? Oh, I'm only getting started. Apparently not, nigga. Oh, I forgot Lando. My bad, I forgot Lando. Yeah, so there's 6. We got a 6-pack of brothers all of a sudden. He don't get no shine, no promotion, no nothing. He's leading the Rebel Alliance and shepherding people to safety like a black Harry Tubman in space. And we don't give no fucks about his story, his backstory, nothing outside of his wife got killed. Like, damn, that's hella short shrift. That's hella short shrift for a character I don't even give a fuck about, and put into everything to be the next plot device. Now, Obi-Wan goes ahead and bounces out. I'm like, wait a minute, they got a shuttle on this ship? I didn't think it looked big enough for a shuttle. And sure enough, they dropped this modified looking A-wing out the bottom of this motherfucker, and it looked as big as the transport. I'm like, well, why didn't you use this the first fucking time when you was on the planet Javin? You know, when Obi-Wan was saying he needed to leave to go get Leia and y'all couldn't spare a ship? Seemed like you spared a ship to let Darth Vader crash it back to the ground and rip it apart. You mean you had a shuttle the whole time and you couldn't give them that? Some shade motherfuckers. Quit hating. What the fuck? Where did this shit come from? Power of plot compels you. Now you got a ship when you need it because you need Obi-Wan to go somewhere. You need him to fuck off. Not to mention, the fucking shuttle looks as big as the damn transport. I said, that wouldn't fit in there. I'm sorry. I'm technical. That shit wouldn't fit. You mean this is a transport big enough to have its own escape shuttles? Since when? Transports don't have escape shuttles. That's the whole point. They're just transports. And this is a shitty ass small transport at that because you got the seats sitting right by the windows. Okay, so you got a little shuttle. Okay. And he's going to lead you away. We can only follow one or the other. We must stay on the rebels. We can wipe out the rebels, master. Nah, go after Obi-Wan. I think another YouTuber pointed this shit out. Where's the fighters? Is this not a fucking Star Destroyer? Where are the fucking fighters? Where are the TIE fighters? Where are the TIE fighters? You know, I've been watching, even if I only watched a few of these fucking movies, it seems like Star Destroyers always have a complement of TIE fighters. Even a small squadron. Even if they're just fucking scout ships. They usually have a couple of fighters on board. We didn't think of sending none of these out. Why don't Vader got a shuttle? Look, Lord Vader, ready my shuttle, and I'll follow this bitch ass nigga, and y'all stay on the rebels. How about that one? No? Didn't think about it? Once he made that left turn to Albuquerque, he thought about it. Ready my shuttle. Why did you run in your shuttle when the motherfucker was leaving? We could have stayed on the rebels. That is tactically stupid. That is tactically irrational. Even if you didn't have fighters, you obviously got a goddamn shuttle. Why don't you follow them? And we'll link back up with you after we blow these rebel scum out the fucking spaceways. How about that? So we take care of this little shit. We can go after him. He ain't going nowhere. No. The whole Star Destroyer, the whole complement of crew, got to follow this other one little ship. So not only do we get one, but we get 2 separate slow speed chases to a planet that just randomly popped up. Well, fuck. Roken could have piloted to that planet and landed, right? Could have fixed the hyperdrive by then, right? Pay no mind. Pay no mind to the intelligence behind the curtain, okay? The fighters were on loan? Yeah. Some bullshit. This is why I say Joby Harold is a dumbass. Because that's a writing error. Or it's a KK error because she didn't give them the budget to put fucking TIE fighters in there. Either way, two dumbasses decided on that. So they chase Obi-Wan. Apparently a planet pops out of fucking nowhere by the Force, I guess. And Obi-Wan goes down to the planet. It lands. Vader gets his shuttle ready. And he goes off and lands on the planet too. So I guess now the Star Destroyer is just fucking hanging out when it could have been chasing after the rebels and Roken. Y'all just take 5. Commander's going down to the planet. Chill. What's good, Techie? So now, you got Obi-Wan and Vader on the planet. They gonna face off. Why the fuck? And I say this legitimately. Why the ever-loving fuck do I have to have another dark-ass fight scene? What the fuck is that? I had to watch this episode 3 goddamn times to be able to see the fucking fight scene. Watching it on my phone, couldn't see shit. Watching it at work, couldn't see shit. Had to go home in broad daylight to watch this shit to see, okay, there's background. What the fuck is it with this dark-ass fight scene? What is this shit? Are you trying to hide the fact that you don't have a budget for the special effects? Or what? That was bullshit. Look. This was the most terribly lit fucking fight scene. And here's how fucked up it was. When I first watched the episode, and I could hear stuff happening, because I couldn't fucking see it, I felt like Stevie Wonder. It's like, damn, it sounds like some cool shit is happening. I only wish I could fucking see it. Couldn't see a goddamn thing. I saw some lightsabers waving around. Yeah, you know what? If you go to Disneyland and wait till, nighttime when they turn on all the lights and hit the fireworks, you'll see the same shit. It's not fucking impressive. I didn't realize how much this shit actually pissed me off. I'm venting now. It's my Star Wars rant. Now, they get into this fight. Spouting some of the same lines that you heard before. I don't consider that fucking cool anymore. I consider it another fucking rehash. Because that's all they fucking did in this episode. Rehash shit. Just vomited it up again. Chewed it down. And that's what they gave you. Which shows the writer ain't writing shit. If this was Clerks and Kevin Smith had a hold of talking about this dude, he'd be considered what a tracer was. You're just a plagiarist, sir. You didn't write shit. You remixed what already happened. And some of it was shit already. Lame ass. Now, they exchanged some dialogue. Mind you, I should have been amped up for this fight. It's Vader and Obi-Wan. And Obi-Wan has decided, because he sat on the shuttle, he sat on the transport and was trying to talk to Qui-Gon and let them know, like, look, it's going to be him or me. It has to end today. And I'm like, yeah, it won't, but yeah, Obi-Wan, I already know it doesn't, but go ahead. I'm in for the ride too, homie. They get down to the planet, and Obi-Wan started going at him. Obi-Wan started actually trying to take it to Vader, which I was kind of impressed about, and at the same time thinking, looks a little outside of Obi-Wan's character. Seems a little dark side to me. Seems a little like anger. Seems a little like anger, motherfucker. Obi-Wan, you all right? You check your eyeballs in the dark? But they start going at each other. And they going at each other with some speed. I'm like, okay, this is a little better. But wait a minute. As Obi-Wan has now been opened up to the Force for what, 2 fucking days? And now he's just back to the peak of ability? That's all it fucking took? I mean, wasn't it just the last episode before that, he was trying to move light little shit that wouldn't work? I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, not too many episodes ago, I just saw him not even being able to hold a lightsaber correctly. Now he breaking them down. Obi-Wan in there. In his shit. Okay, whatever. I'll rock with it for the minute. Let me see this lightsaber fight. And some of the shit in a lightsaber fight looked cool. It did look cool. Now, one scene that I missed that I thought was really cool when I couldn't see it, when I watched the episode for the third time and watched it, I saw what the fuck happened. Right? I'm matching up what I had heard to what I saw. And partway through the fight, fucking Darth Vader does a Hulk smash, a ground pound. I'm like, where the fuck did they get this shit from? That's not how the Force works. Look. Either one of two things happen at this point, which is bullshit. One, you're trying to tell me that Darth Vader learned how to do the goddamn shatter point and did it on the ground and opened up a chasm for Obi-Wan to fall into, when that technique was only known by Mace Windu and Luke Skywalker and Jason Solo. Nobody in the regular canon did that shit. Nobody. So why the fuck is Darth Vader doing what I would equivocate to a shatter point? Why is he doing the shatter point? How the fuck did he do that? Or these motherfuckers watching Naruto and how Shikamaru took out Hidan ass. That Vader didn't have a fucking kunai to throw. Because that's what it reminded me of. Motherfucking Naruto. And what did Vader do? Start burying Obi-Wan's ass with boulders and rocks. And the only thing I thought of is like, fucking Naruto. Fucking Naruto. Dude, are these the only people in the world that thinks nobody else's watch is geekdom? What the fuck was that? Dude, I thought Naruto, I thought game when he brought the lightning bolt down on fucking Thanos, I'm like, another fucking regurgitated scene, dude. What the fuck? Now, Obi-Wan trapped under all that rubble, what might have been cool if I didn't know that was Spider-Man's big fucking thing. Of being trapped under rubble and thinking everything that he needs to fight for and tapping into the rest of his strength and throwing all that rubble off of him. I'm like, dude, it don't even work. Obi-Wan ain't been that strong in kinetics. He hasn't. He was a lightsaber master. Third form. Defensive form. Not that he didn't learn the rest of them, but that's what he was the master of. Not fucking telekinetics. And that was further pushed out there when I see them get into the rest of this fight, which involves some good saber fighting for a moment. It has some good shit in there. Because Obi-Wan went to the backhand and just started, well, fuck it, nigga, and start jamming the pommel into his chest plate. I'm like, damn, go hard, Obi. He said, "You must have forgot. I'm your master." I'm like, "Okay, that's different. That's pretty aggressive. Pretty aggressive, Obi-Wan. Didn't you? I seem to remember telling somebody, you telling somebody about that aggressiveness. Somebody, I can't remember who it was that you teach that lesson to, but you really wanted to win, didn't you? Okay, whatever. Now, there comes a point that when Obi-Wan, after breaking out all this goddamn rubble, lifts a bunch of fucking rubble, which is the biggest feat of force power you have ever seen Obi-Wan do. Ever. But what did I see? Another fucking regurgitated scene. Another one. You know where it was from? Last fucking Jedi. This is that Rey lifting boulders shit again. She is so powerful, she can lift all these one hand. Nigga. What are you, an earthbender now? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I was more upset when Obi-Wan had been cut off from the Force that he was doing a little echo trick in this. I was accepting of that. Because, okay, it's homage to what happened later on. Okay, so this means he's just diminished in the Force later on. Okay, I would let that shit pass. No, this motherfucker made it rain. Stones. For real. And it looked just like that bullshit ass scene in Last Jedi when Rey lifted that whole fucking side of a cave in. How am I doing this? Plot, bitch. Yeah, he looks like a goddamn earthbender. And then he starts throwing this shit at Vader. And it's not crushing him. I guess it's bouncing off his fucking armor. I'm like, they just showed not 2 seconds ago these lightsabers cutting through these fucking stones. Why don't he do that? No, he took the shit. Yeah, he took the shit. I'm like, okay, so he just gonna pummel him with fucking rocks now. This is some shit that Vader was pulling on Luke Skywalker back in Empire. Okay, whatever, fuck. But beyond that, what does Obi-Wan start doing? Another fucking regurgitated scene. What does he do? He got his arms wide open like he's singing for Creed and shit and starts just slow stepping towards Vader, throwing more stones at him. I'm like, Rise of Skywalker. Rey did the same shit on fucking Sidious. The same fucking shit. This slow, determined walk like I'm pinning you down. Bullshit. I'm like, oh. There will be nothing original in this motherfucker besides the title. I'm like, what? This looks so fucking dumb. Dude, I know you're on the volume. I know this. You couldn't put nothing better in there? Oh my fucking God, dude. It's Toph Kenobi is what it was. Mr. Donnie Mac. It was Toph Kenobi is what it fucking was. Turned into a fucking airbender. Now, if that wasn't enough, I mixed up one part. They go in after the stones get thrown. They go in for some more saber fight. And Obi-Wan pulls off a pretty good move. Like a little backhanded spinning corkscrew or some shit. It slices Vader across the head. I'm like, oh shit. Wasn't expecting that. That was kind of vicious, Obi. But wait a minute. They go to show Vader, and his head ain't fucking cut open. No, his armor just took it, I guess. It just soaked it like Spaceballs, right? You can't cut through his fucking helmet, right? Okay. All right, fine. Luke didn't seem to have a problem cutting through that motherfucking Empire, but, okay, it was vision. Okay, no problem. You do that, and then you reveal Anakin's face underneath Vader's mask, which looks fucking cool. The first time I fucking saw it. The first time I saw it. You know when Dave Filoni pinned that fucking script with Vader and Ahsoka fighting, and she did that shit to him, and then you got to see the Sith eye underneath the mask. I'm like, holy shit! They just ripped off Filoni. Did he know? Did Dave Filoni know they just ripped his ass off in this show? I mean, they're right in the same building. Did he know? Does he feel insulted? I'm like, dude, that's Ahsoka shit. You just took the same thing to give it to Kenobi? Oh, man. Yeah, it looks all right in live action, but fuck you. We already did this. Yeah. Instead of what was it? Instead of the right eye, this time it's the left eye. So I guess in the time frame, Vader learned how to block the right eye, but forgot about the left one. Look, man, cool as it might have looked to see Hayden Christensen under the Vader helmet with it cut. See the Sith on the red light. Cool as that might have looked, it's still fucking bullshit. Because if I get into how cool that looked, I overlook the fact that it was fucking bullshit. That it was a totally stolen scene. And it takes away from Ahsoka doing it. It takes away from Dave Filoni writing that shit. And it tries to elevate Joey Harrell who didn't write a fucking thing. No, fuck that. No, I don't care. Was it brilliantly acted? Yes. I was never in doubt about that. I knew Ewan McGregor could bring it. I knew Hayden Christensen coming back to this role would bring it. Was it a decent scene? Yeah, it was. But here's where it got stupid. While it's the poignant part to mention, it kind of puts Anakin and Vader in a fucked up light. And it's where Anakin Vader tells him, you know, Obi-Wan is feeling all this grief and his sadness about seeing what his friend has become and all that shit. I'm sorry, I failed, whatever. And he tells him what's supposed to be empowering. Oh, I'm not your failure. You didn't kill me. I killed Anakin Skywalker. Like he's supposed to take some ownership of that. That doesn't take ownership of shit. It doesn't. It just makes it that Vader or Anakin Skywalker hated himself. That he was filled with self-hate. He wasn't fucking filled with self-hate. He was filled with fear because he didn't want to lose the people he fucking loved. It totally changes Vader. He didn't want to become Vader. He just wanted to keep people from dying that he loved. His mother and then Padme. He didn't want to lose anybody. Like the Flash. He doesn't want to have to lose anybody. He didn't have anybody else. So he hooked up with this son of a bitch to learn the power to keep the people that he loved from dying. That was the carrot. He didn't get that power. He got a Thanos bargain, which was, well, look, now that you're on my team, I need you to go kill the rest of those Jedis and shit. And if you do that, I might like you a little bit more. He wasn't doing that shit because he wanted to. He was doing it because it was in the way of his objective, which was to gain this power to keep the people he loved from dying. By having him say, I killed Anakin Skywalker, it makes him say he hated who he was. And he didn't. Remember all that crying shit that nobody liked in the prequels about Anakin or Wyneken or whatever the fuck they was calling him back then? He thought he was better than everybody else. He didn't hate himself. He thought highly of himself. What kind of goofy ass female-centric writing is this? Oh, he just did it because he hated himself. He killed himself. Get the fuck out of here. While it was poignant, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. It destroys who Anakin Skywalker was. Which, if you've been paying attention to the series, was all it was about. That's all it was about. Now, once again, obviously, Obi-Wan has beat him again, but he's not going to kill him. He's not, because if you kill him, he ain't showing up a New Hope. So what Anakin or what Obi-Wan was telling, what he was hoping was talking to Qui-Gon was that, oh, it ends here today. It's me or him. Obviously was bullshit because you let him live and walked away. So what are we talking about? Nothing, obviously. Okay, so Obi-Wan bounces. He leaves. He jumps in his ship. And apparently, this fucking shuttle, a shuttle, mind you, and this ain't Star Trek. This is a shuttle. This shuttle, escape shuttle, has the ability to do light speed. Like, what? Wait a minute. Whoa. Wait a fucking minute. Wait a goddamn minute. This shuttle can do light speed, but they couldn't get the shit working on the transport. So why the fuck didn't they just take the shuttle, light speed to a place to get the part, and then come back and fix the fucking transport? Shit don't make no sense. But the power of plot compels you. We need to have Obi-Wan show back up on Tatooine in enough time to stop the third sister Reva from coming to the Owen Mars's place and fucking shit up. Which was another dumb-ass fucking point in this whole show. Because mind you, in my mind, I'm not cutting back and forth. I'm not doing that cutting back and forth shit. That was one of the things that was stupid. Stay with the fight. Stay with the action. You want to have two things going on at the same fucking time? Make one of them interesting. Make one of them interesting. It's not heightened tension or nothing like that. It's not doing shit for me. Now, to backtrack, when Obi was found in the little parts place on Tatooine, and the homeboy who ratted him out to Reva came and found him and told him there's something you need to know. Somebody looking for you. He goes back home. And he goes back home with Luke and he tells Beru, hey, we gotta bounce. This chick is coming. And in the dumbest fucking line in this shit, Beru tells her husband, no, it's our home. We're gonna stay and fight. Bitch, who is you talking to? What? Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. In the beginning of this show, we get Owen Lars giving some serious shade to Obi-Wan, right? Giving him shit about bringing toys to Luke and like, no, he must be trained. He's like, no, like he trained his father. Giving some shit to Obi-Wan. Owen gave him shit, for real. He shit on him. Like, fuck you, right? Then, our sister get out there and wants to give some shit, talk about killing this dude. And he stands up to her and don't give up Obi-Wan. Even though Obi-Wan is being a coward and standing right there looking at him like, oh, I wonder what's going to happen. Is somebody going to die? You stand up to her, he ain't got no gun, right? Balls. You like, yeah, oh, shit, Owen got some spunk. He got some balls about him. You mean to tell me he get back and tell you, hey, this same bitch that almost tried to kill me in town is coming again. We need to get out of here. His fucking wife tells him, no, we staying, and he just, okay. So he a simp? He's a total fucking simp? Oh my God. How do you shit on Owen Lars too? No man in this shit can be any good for anything, right? No man is spared. No man is spared. So Owen Lars got to be a simp too. Beru, when did you get a pair of balls? Beru was just the one saying, he got to go. And this wasn't when she was young and hot. This is when she was an old bitch. So it ain't like they just about to be around that place, moisture farming and fucking. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Baru ain't never had no gumption like that. But he listened to that shit. I'm like, wait a minute. So the two of you moisture farming fucking farmers is gonna sit here and take on this inquisitor who been coming here and ferreting out Jedis and killing them and other folks with a lightsaber, and you and your husband gonna fend them off in your house with some pistols, with some little sawed-off rifles. Bitches, you out of your goddamn mind? Maybe if you got the town, the two of you, get the fuck out of here. This is why you know how much bullshit it was, where Baru was the first one she ran up on, wasn't it? No. First motherfucker Reva runs up on when she show up at the old Loris farm is Owen. And what Owen get? He tried to fend her off with some blaster bolts and shit. Well, what'd she do? What lightsabers do? Block that shit. Oh, I'm gonna throw this box on her. What the fuck you gonna do throwing a box on the bitch? She limping around like a Lima Rod in this motherfucker, and you think throwing some boxes on her is gonna stop her. That shit was so goddamn goofy. He got in there and I'm like, well, I think old Loris is gonna get killed now, but then again he can't because he has to live to a new hope to be a little ornery old bastard. Okay. Whatever. But now he wants to fight her. And everybody gives a fuck. All the rest of the geeks. Oh yeah, that pipe that he picked up to swing at her was from A New Hope. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? It was stupid. A stupid Easter egg in a stupid fucking scene. I give less than a fuck about either one of them. Now, with all this shit happening, she get in there, she smack up Owen. He looked like a complete fucking wet noodle, like a weak bitch. Then she goes after Baru. You know, the one who wanted to stay. What did she get? Thrown down with one hand off the bat. I'm like, where's badass Baru? Where you at now, girl? White girl magic wasn't strong enough, huh? Run! Wait a minute. Run? You mean to tell me Owen got into a whole firefight with this bitch in there and you didn't send Luke away to run right then? You waited till the bitch came where you were to tell him to run so she could see him running away in what direction he was running in? How fucking stupid is that? Look, I'm a parent. I'm a fucking parent. And if somebody is coming to the house, to the Jones, to look for our child, even if I listen to a dumbass fucking wife, I'm not saying my wife, I'm saying just a dumbass fucking wife, saying, no, we gonna stay here and do whatever. Bitches, you stupid. Even if I did that shit, by the time I engaged in combat with this person who showed up, that kid should have already been gone. The kid wouldn't have even been there. You would have showed up and found just me there waiting for you. Because the kid would have been gone and Baru bitch ass would have been gone with duct tape on her mouth. In a footprint in her ass. They would have already been gone. It would have just been me. That would have been it. I wouldn't still have the kid fucking there until the woman gets right in the room and she can see the kid. He's going that way. Now I'm telling him to leave. Are you fucking morons or what? Jesus Christ. The moisture is on your brain. Now, you get to this next part, which is even dumber, because a hobbling, lightsaber through the gut woman was able to catch a 10-year-old boy running out of his own backyard, running on his own back 40. She able to catch up to his ass in some kind of way. Power of plot compels her, right? Okay. Yeah, she used force speed. Yeah, whatever the fuck. I'll fill in the blanks in your fucking script for you, Joby. asshole. Now, on top of that, she gets there, and Luke is running around the rocks and stuff like that, like, you know, he don't live around Tusken Raiders and don't understand this shit at all, or how it works. And Reva hears the disturbance up there, not in the Force, just in this little kid running on rocks at night. And she uses the Force to drag his ass down from there. He falls down the cliff in a very Paul Atreides kind of way from Dune, sliding down in front of the fucking sandworm. Another regurgitated scene for you folks. And falls in front of Reva and is unconscious. He just laying out there. So apparently, in this same show, a 10-year-old Luke Skywalker cannot outrun a hobbling black dark Jedi. But a 10-year-old bow-legged, slow-running ass Leia can outrun, 3 or 4 grown-ass people who trying to kidnap her. So one kid is super competent, and the other kid is super incompetent. This is your new hope for the universe. So he gets shit on too, because he's a boy. He got a penis. Oh my fucking God. Now you get to the next scene that's supposed to be so fucking pivotal, right? So pivotal. The redemption arc, which I love. And this is a bad name for what this was. This was not fucking redemption. This was no fucking way redemption. She walks up on the kid, unconscious, lightsaber out. So it gets over the whole thing of Luke could not have ever seen a lightsaber before. Well, he's unconscious, so he didn't see shit, right? Okay, fine. She stands over him, and she starts getting visions of herself in Luke's place. She starts seeing herself as Luke. Like, what? It's like, is this a Force vision, or is this bitch delusional? And she keeps seeing herself, and she just can't do it. She sees Anakin cutting down her friends. She just can't do it. I can't. No, I've changed my ways. In the next scene, you get Obi-Wan showing up to the planet just in the nick of time to meet up with Beru and Owen, yelling out into the fucking Dune Sea for Luke like he's going to answer with this bitch chasing him. And they looking in the wrong goddamn direction. Fucking hell. And then here comes Reva carrying Luke's body. And she puts it down in the sand. And they go up. They thinking, oh, the little kid is dead. Well, we know he's not fucking dead. It wouldn't be a New Hope without him, would it? And the kid twitches and they come and grab him and take him away. And you have this conversation between Obi-Wan and Reva, which is some of the dumbest fucking dialogue I think Ewan McGregor has ever fucking had to utter. Now, it turns out she says, I didn't want to be him. I couldn't be him. I just wanted justice. Wait a minute. Wait a goddamn minute. When did this become about fucking justice? You want revenge for your 2 friends that got cut down, the other younglings. So because you want revenge, you wanted to go so hard after Obi-Wan. But you only went so hard after Obi-Wan after joining up with the very motherfucker you want revenge on and killing and capturing other Jedis and other younglings and putting their ass like Amber like it's a Jedi Jurassic Park. And after you've done all this where you went after Obi-Wan, you killed that dude in the Tatooine town, you cut off some bitch's hand just for mouthing off, you kidnapped a 10-year-old girl and actually subjected her to some kind of fucking torture, to all of a sudden get to this boy, and because you saw a little glimmer of yourself in him, this is your turn to redemption. No, I can't. I can't do it. I didn't want to be him. Bitch, apparently you did want to be Vader. You joined up with him and you did everything you could to be his best bitch. His approval to be his best bitch. I said this shit from the beginning that Vader was zaddy. That's why the Grand Inquisitor was giving her shit like, oh, you just trying to kiss up the zaddy, bitch. We found you in the gutter, and that's where we're going to leave you. That's what you were doing the whole time. But you didn't want to be him. I'm sorry, your whole fucking costume is him. Designed after him. You are his unit. You know, the Sith unit, that's you. That's what y'all doing. Y'all there for Vader. I don't know what you thought. You dressed like. You his squad. A killer. Of Jedi. And now you think you get some fucking redemption? Oh, fuck no. No. Not killing one kid don't make all that square. Are you fucking kidding me? How fucking ridiculous is that? And at that point, she should have been killed again by Obi-Wan. Now, true enough, hey, she didn't have her lightsaber out. Whatever. Look, man, I just saw Obi-Wan go hardcore aggressive against Anakin Skywalker, a dude he fucking trained, work with. He was like his brother. And he cut his fucking arms and legs off. Why is this bitch escaping? You just let her go. Why? Because she needs a series. Because you can't have a woman killed by a man. You fucking kidding me? Not Black Girl Magic. No. We need to get another show out of her. So you basically tried to turn Reva into the new Vader in this shit. At the same time, disrespecting Vader the whole time. Shitting on Vader, fucking up his legacy. So you try to turn Reva into the baddest ass. Yeah, KK Logic. It's not KK Logic. Her plan to destroy every fucking legacy character or legacy thing ever and replace it with me. That's why it ain't original. And the reason why Joby Hero looks like such a fucking dumbass, because now you find out that while his pen was working, Kathleen Kennedy had a hand up his fucking ass, mouthing him to write this dread. Dumb as fuck. The next dumb scene, which comes in what would be a fucking epilogue to all this shit, is we end up back on Alderaan. Because mind you, during this whole thing with Tatooine, the whole message and everything else, Bail Organa sent nobody to help the Larsons. Nobody showed up to the Owen Lars farm from Bail Organa to help them protect Luke from shit. Nobody. No security, no commander of the guards, not a fucking soul showed up to help them. After Bail Organa sent the message that, oh, I'm going to go to Tatooine and look out for the child. Well, where was you, nigga? Where you at? This is how we shit on Bail Organa. He doesn't look like a good guy now, does he? He looks like he's just an incompetent fucking man. It would be the reason why his planet got blown the fuck up. Now, we get Obi-Wan leaving the planet and going to Alderaan. And on Alderaan, we see Leia getting dressed in all these clothes. She got her little tough girl gloves on and all this bullshit and the gun holster and all the rest of this shit on. And I'm sitting there looking at her, how she's dressed, and I'm like, this is Luke Skywalker. This looks like Luke from A New Hope. And that's why they gave her the fucking holster. Because Luke holds something on his side. I can't remember what it was, but he's holding something on his side. So they dressed her up to look like Luke Skywalker. Oh, okay. Okay. That's okay. Okay. Now she gets to stroll out there and talk to her fucking father and tell her, "Oh, I want to do this, but there's going to be some changes." Oh, oh, oh! This is the woman live movement, right? We can do it. Huh? Yeah, see that way. What changes? You're not going to get kidnapped as much. We're going to start taking orders from the 10-year-old. She worldwide now. Is that what we're finding out? I couldn't see how. The first time she left the planet, she knew everything about what was going on in the galaxy. She was the calmest one out of all of this shit. Everybody else crying and freaking out. Only the 10-year-old female is the one, oh, got it all together. These people are scared, but I'm not. Get the fuck out. It was such dumb shit. Now, she don't know who they're going to meet. Ship opens up and it's open. And Obi-Wan comes back and he's bringing that dumbass Lola droid that I don't give a fucking half about. Kathleen Kennedy is good for dumb plots and new dumbass droids. I'm not interested in little fucking droids. I'm not. I would be interested if, and only if, that little Lola thing, it could be like those old Chuck E. Cheese toys with the spring in the bottom, where you squeeze it down and leave it on a flat surface and the motherfucker jumps. That would be interesting. Other than that, it's a dumbass apparatus. Dumb. Obi-Wan brings Lola back. She's all jazzed about Lola. And they get to have a little conversation. And Obi-Wan sits there and tells her about her real parents and what parts of her she got from her parents. And he doesn't shit on Anakin, which I like. I did like that part because he could have not said shit about her dad. But she did say about passion and all the rest of that shit, which will lead you to the Sith side. Okay, that was all right. That was okay. Give her a little bit of something about her fucking real parents. Now, how does this work for the grand story arc? Wherein Leia didn't know shit about her. She definitely didn't know Leia was there. Now, Obi-Wan didn't say that shit, but okay. She knew her real parents. She knew she had parents other than organic. Okay, it fucks up something. I can't remember where exactly, but okay. Fuck. We fucking up shit anyway. So why the fuck should we stop now? Just because it's the end? Oh no, keep going. Now they have a little conversation. Obi-Wan gets to talk to Bail when he should have punched him in the fucking face. Like, motherfucker, where was the troops to help protect Luke? Fuck, right? He leaves. We go back to Tatooine, and we get Obi-Wan showing up to the Lars farm and talking to Owen. Now, this him talking to Owen, and then Owen actually, or Obi-Wan talking to Owen and telling him that you're the protector now, I thought was funny. So what are you still doing on the planet? You can commune or learn force powers anywhere. You're not going to be the one protecting. Why the fuck are you here? Why the fuck are you here? You just had nowhere else to go. There were no other Jedi's out there. Kuan Vaz wasn't out there somewhere where you couldn't find them. You couldn't go find Rokin and hook up with him and help ferry these other people who need to escape this shit. No, you just decided to stay on Tatooine, pulled up stakes and moved further out west. Okay, whatever. But in a good move, Owen said, "Would you like to meet?" Now, where everybody would say this is really cool because he got to meet, you see Obi-Wan Kenobi meeting Luke Skywalker and using the hello there line. Like this is their first time meeting. Technically, Obi-Wan met him first. He already met his ass. You know why? Because Obi-Wan was there at his fucking birth. He already met him. You know, he's the one that brought Luke Skywalker to Owen. I already know who the fuck this kid is. I was there when they named him. You don't got to introduce me to shit, Owen. All you got to do is raise your kinfolk. Fuck you. That was dumb to me because he already met him. He's already met him. Now, granted, the kid wasn't talking when he held him and brought him to the Larses. but the motherfucker could see. He wasn't blind. He probably would recognize, even at a small level. That's just how kids work. So it was dumb, right? So he leaves and he's trailing off, and all of a sudden you get the reveal, which nobody is really surprised at the end, that the vision starts appearing, and it's the Force Ghost, the Force Spirit of Qui-Gon Jinn, and it's actually Liam Neeson. Like it wasn't going to be somebody else. That's cool. And he tells him, "Hey, you were cut off. I was trying to send you a message, but you wasn't picking up." That's kind of cool. But as I understand it, that scene was cut way short, and there was more to it. Outside of that scene, there was more stuff between Vader and Luke, Vader and Obi-Wan fighting that Qui-Gon's Force Ghost was supposed to show. KK cut all that out. Oh, it was too much. Okay, so we see Obi-Wan riding off into the sunset through these rocks with the Force Ghost of Qui-Gon Jinn. Gonna talk. Audio's choppy now. Why is it choppy now? It's good. So that ends the episode. Now, what do I get from this episode? At the end of it, what do I get? That Luke Skywalker would be nothing without Reva. That's what I get from this episode. That if it wasn't for Reva, there would be no Luke Skywalker because she would have killed his ass. So she spared his life so he could be your new hope. Are you fucking kidding me with this shit? Are you fucking kidding? That's her redemption? That's what I get to take from the show? That there would be no Luke Skywalker without Reva? Get the fuck out of here. Like this fucking look, man, if you one of those folks that just get off on special effects, some of the shit was in there. I don't get off on just special effects. I don't watch movies for just one thing necessarily. Depends on the movie. I don't. I want dialogue. I want a decent story. I want some decent special effects. I want some action. If it's an action movie, if it's a drama, I want some actual fucking drama. I want people playing for some fucking stakes. This was not what I got from this shit. This was fucking disappointing. Just like Book of Boba Fett was disappointing. And it's not surprising when you find out who's behind this shit. Every regurgitated scene that they used was from some shit that she already did. Because that's her input. That's what she thinks makes an awesome scene. This is not a creative fucking person. Not a creative person. There is more money being thrown into this Acolyte show, probably this Andor show, because it has more episodes greenlit early for season 1 and 2. You know who did that shit? Oh, that was KK. That was under her charge. That's why I got to the up front. There's more money poured into the rest of that shit than was poured into this Obi-Wan Kenobi show that was supposed to be a movie at one point. And this is one of the seminal legend characters. If you watch New Hope, and you've been watching this shit since New Hope, you don't have a fucking movie without Obi-Wan. You don't know shit about a goddamn Jedi without Obi-Wan showing up. Nothing. And she took that fucking character and ran it into the fucking ground and gave us a cowardly, sometimes goofy bitch who needs to be taught and led by a 10-year-old. No, it was not a good limited series, season, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It was shit. Shit. Supreme, if you want to use two S's. Were there cool things that happened? Yes. Yes, there were some cool things that looked all right. But on the whole, like I tell you guys, I try to look for the good points and the bad points to everything I watch. But if there's more bad points than good points, the good points don't matter. They get drowned by all the bullshit. That's what the series was. A bunch of bullshit burying good parts. That's why they rushing the second season. Oh, we're going to do a second season. Don't leave us. We're going to do a second season. Yeah, whatever. I understand what you're doing. Thank you. But fuck it. I don't care. We're not going to put Reva or Little Leia in it at all. Well, you mean Kathleen Kennedy actually greenlit a second season and wanted those characters prominent again for a second time? How do y'all not know how to fire them? I see everybody else getting fired, even executives. What is her plot on? What is KK's plot on? Some of y'all might as well just come out the closet and say you fuck donkeys and children or whatever and get this shit over with just so you can get rid of her. Y'all need to watch another show that's on right now called The Boys on Amazon, which is actually kind of awesome. Watch that Homelander shit. Y'all need to take some pages from Homelander's book. When that bitch Starlight was in there talking about how to release this tape, and he told her to go do it. Go do it and see what happens. Do it. Let's start it up. I'm waiting to pop the fuck off. Go ahead. Give me the words so I can crack this goddamn can. I've been waiting to crack a whoop ass on everybody. That's what y'all need to do. Y'all need to take it on the chin, do whatever the fuck you need to do, get her the fuck away from Star Wars. I'm sorry, she is ruining this whole universe. I really don't want to read or watch a goddamn thing with Star Wars. I really don't right now. Especially if it's a legacy character. Whatever. What the fuck? Whatever. And I'm a fan. I'm an actual fan. For decades. I'm really just like, whatever. I can't recommend this shit to nobody. I talked to a dude today I was working with telling me that he just finally watched the Book of Boba Fett. He told me the day before he was going to watch it. I'm like, okay. Because y'all know how I am. I'm not going to spoil it for him. So I'm like, saw him today. You know what he said? Yeah, I watched it. I said, oh, really? What did you think? Like, wasn't really that good. I said, yes, it wasn't really that good. I haven't told him that shit. We had a 20-minute conversation about what sucked about that shit and told him, and this is why you might not want to go. Don't do it back to back. Don't do it back to back. You ripping the Star Wars shit off the wall, putting that shit in the closet somewhere. Oh, look, a lightsaber in the closet. It's like Deborah Chow shooting an Obi-Wan Kenobi fight scene. No, yeah, KK, yeah, she's a killer. She's a Star Wars killer. That is Sidious's daughter. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Granddaughter, whatever the fuck you want to call it. That is Sidious's daughter right there. That is the real life equivalent of Darth Sidious. And if you don't think so, understand the name Sidious comes from Insidious. What KK has done to the Star Wars franchise, and especially this show in particular, by her direct directive, was fucking Insidious. She fucking killed two of these characters, every male character in this shit, on purpose. Why do I say on purpose? Find out the behind the scenes shit. She approved every one of these things. These were things she wanted. Every one of them. Every one. Every one of these questionable things you see in this shit that don't make any fucking sense to you, that was her approved thing. That's what she wanted. She is Insidious, dude. She is there in this shit, cutting the legs out from under Obi-Wan, high ground my ass. Wow. I'm going to cut you down. We're going to destroy the Obi-Wan legacy, the fucking Luke legacy, the fucking Anakin Skywalker, Vader legacy. We're going to fuck all of them. I got some new characters. We got Leia, who the best 10-year-old in the world, little Leia Sue. And we got Reva, who's the new Darth Vader
Revenue, same shit. Same. We got Tala. We got someone. Look, man, who the fuck are all these plain Jane ass bitches who actually know everything and don't do shit? New character introduced for nothing. You introduce Roken, you don't get no story. Nothing. My wife died and killed herself. Well, that seems pretty simple, Nick, bro. Anything else to say? They didn't pick my throw out in the last episode. So you didn't get hair and makeup? You leading the first version of the Rebels, and we don't get more story on you? Is anybody talking about a Roken show? No? The start of the Rebel Alliance? Nobody's talking about that shit? No. Oh, we're not talking about Bail Organa in the city trying to help the Rebels? No. We get to find out that Bail's a fucking dumbass who run a whole planet with security, but they can't keep people from coming into the fucking palace and snatching the fucking princess. Nigga, who are you, Super Mario? Oh, Peach got grabbed again. We gotta go get her again. Huh? Look, it ain't even who hurt her, Uncle Techie. It ain't even who hurt her. Yeah, no, it is who hurt her. Like, really, what the fuck, bitch? What? I mean, really, what is it? If I met Kathleen Kennedy in person, I would really have to ask her, what is your fucking problem with George Lucas' Star Wars? What? What is really your problem? Because I don't see you doing this and everything else that you're producing shit. I don't see this. So what did Spielberg do to you? And what did George do to you trying to fuck up his baby like his child that he raised since the damn 70s and put into everybody else's home that everybody else loved except for your ass? What is your problem? I really want to know. Because I sense a lot of hatred in you. And that's the way to the dark side. I'm just with that, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I gotta go into the shop. I haven't been here all week. And I need to go in here and see what's up. We got some new products. Finally got some magic cards in the shop. But we also got some deals. But thank you guys for coming through. This is an hour-long rant. I didn't want to call it a finale. I just called it final. Episode 6 final. And don't worry, it ain't over from there because John, Dave, George, all the big hats is coming to the table to fix this shit. So if they call it a series, if they call it a season, if they just call it a fucking epilogue, I don't give a shit. Everybody who actually cares about this shit is coming to the second go round with Obi-Wan to try to fix it. That's all well and good. I don't give a shit. Because you can't wipe away the time I've already spent on this piece of shit. You can't do it. You can't. You can't wipe that away. It's already happened. I already went through it. I never wanted to see Rise of Skywalker again, Last Jedi, and I got both of them in this fucking series. I got the same shit again. Obi-Wan got the same treatment Luke got. You can't have no heroes, folks. Kathleen Kennedy don't want you to have any fucking heroes. I think that was like the 5th time I said this shit. So I was expecting the bitch to jump out from behind a tree or something with lights. Yeah, I can't recommend this shit to nobody. And here's the thing: if you don't know any Star Wars history, you'd probably watch this and think it was actually fucking good. And I envy you in that sense because I do know stuff, and it wasn't good. It wasn't. It wasn't. And you know how much I'm right on this shit? You know how much I'm right on this? That this wasn't fucking good. The creator of these characters wants to come back and write this shit to fix it. The creator of these characters don't even fucking like it. So much so, he gonna pick up the pen again to write this second season and direct some of it. Why? Because they fucked it up so goddamn bad. He got to come out of retirement to do it, to fix it. So don't tell me this shit was good. It was not good. It was not good. Now, if you just like licensed sirens and special effects, then mark yourself on the spectrum and understand anything with shining lights is going to get your fucking attention. Strap on your helmet and buckle your seatbelt. But if you actually care about this universe of characters, of stories, you pay into this shit, you've read the novels, you read the books, and all of that shit to get up to this point, this is a massive dump in your fucking mouth by a woman who gives a fuck less about you liking it. The fact that you like it makes her want to go hard. Your hate makes her strong. She can feel it. She can feel your hate. There ain't nobody left. Nobody left. Dude, what the fuck? Why? What do you get out of this shit? What sick fucking perversion do you have about seeing a man's legacy fucking destroyed? And this will be my last part that I say on this. I don't like the idea of people. I've heard people say it a lot. It's usually commentators and other geeks and YouTube channels. Kathleen Kennedy does not have a fucking legacy, okay? She doesn't have a legacy. You want to call something her fucking legacy? Say her filmography of movies that she's produced or worked on, co-produced with Steven Spielberg. That's her fucking legacy. Star Wars is not her fucking legacy. Do not put an L after her shit when it comes to Star Wars. She has no legacy. She doesn't. She got a lost record, but she ain't got no fucking legacy. Because she don't create shit. Or excuse me, she does create shit, but not any good. She don't have a legacy with Star Wars. Nobody does. Star Wars is George Lucas's legacy. Even if Disney owns it, it's George Lucas's legacy because he created it. Under Disney, they ain't creating shit but disgruntled legions of fucking fans. That's all they fucking create because they refuse to get rid of the one poison pill in the group, which is KK, who wants to destroy this man's legacy. She don't got one. And that's what she's jealous of. Or she's jealous of George Lucas's wife. I don't fucking know. I don't even fucking know. Dude, this is just so fucking disappointing. And I was so pumped for this show. I was so pumped for Obi-Wan Kenobi because where it was at, it could have been. This shit should have wrote itself. This shit should have wrote itself. But the bait and switch was out from the talk about Hayden Christensen coming back, from the talk of Ewan McGregor coming back. Oh, it's going to be this. Luke is going to be there. All of this shit was a bait and switch so she could turn around and fucking force slap your ass with no, boy, we about to stuff all these ovaries in your face. And fuck every one of your heroes. Nobody escaped. Even Owen Law. Even Owen got shit on. He's a weak bitch. Whatever. Whatever. Peru told you. You better listen to Peru. I'm done. Done with the shit. Done with this shit. Done with this shit. Yeah. And Andor is coming. Maybe I'll watch it. Maybe I fucking won't. Because that is a KK production. That's why you hear little about it. So I should look to see some bullshit. And it already got greenlit for 2 seasons. They ain't even seen the first one. So what is that about? Because she like to push, she like to mainline her bullshit. So you can't get rid of it. So fuck. Yeah, we need to rally behind Filoni. Look, Filoni doing his own fucked up shit too. This is my thing. And I don't dislike Filoni. Y'all know that. I don't dislike Favreau and Filoni. I don't dislike it. But all this tripping around in the past is fucking up shit. Y'all need to stop fucking around in the past. Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. You're doing too much fucking damage to this fucking franchise fucking around in the small time span of this universe. You fucking it up. Stop doing it. I don't want to see another fucking new show that's in the past. If you don't give me a goddamn new show in the future, I'm gonna stop calling myself a Star Wars fan. How about that? I'm gonna be that motherfucker like a disgruntled divorcee. Like, yeah, I used to love it, but that bitch turned on me. No, I don't want to see shit else from the past. Will I watch Mandalorian season 3? Yes. Will I watch Mandalorian season 4? Yes. Why? Because they're bringing back old shit again. And I want to see where it leads to the new shit. Partly because I got to talk about it with y'all. But I don't want to see nothing else in the past. I don't need to see shit else in the past. We fucked it up. I can't like Boba Fett. I can't like Obi-Wan Kenobi. Can't like Luke Skywalker. Shit, the only one who partially escaped was Lando ass. I can't. Fucked it up. Really just fucked it up. And it hurts saying that shit too. It really hurts saying that shit. We just fucked this up. Like, I gotta live on my good memories, the shit that worked, and just watch these certain things and read these certain things. None of this new shit I can't. Because every time I watch it, it's just another fucking soul. Just another stab in the fucking heart. I'm sick of this shit. Look, I don't do nothing to nobody else. Fucking up nothing they like. Do it, enjoy it, leave me the fuck out of it. I don't need you over here fucking up the things that I like just out of spite because I like it. It's actually something pure and good that I like. And you stuck with all this depravity that you trying to mainline. You should like this shit. Well, if it was so good for you, you wouldn't be so bitter about it, would you? You'd be happy doing it and not giving a fuck about it. Because you keep trying to force it, you know it ain't the move. You just want everybody in your misery with you. Yeah. I'm done. I'm sorry to see the show go like this. I don't make this shit. They just ask me to watch. I'm Artist MC. Like, share, subscribe, support the stream if you feel so inclined. I just gave y'all an hour and a half live reaction review of Obi-Wan Kenobi episode 6. Final. Yeah, we all suffered together. And none suffer more than people who actually love this shit. And I'm one. So, like, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Sunday, Chop Talk Live, 11 a.m. We're talking about this shit. Hopefully, and some others. Peace.
I saw, I'm conquered, I'm bald. Yeah, I saw, I'm conquered, I'm bald. Yeah. Yo, we should get